What's up, guys? This is the vinyl freaking casket, and we're back, guys. I feel like the last couple weeks with all the holidays that's going on, I just haven't been on like the role that I was before. Now that we're affiliated, I really gotta step it up. We gotta step it up. The fam's gotta grow, guys. I had some issues last week with my new microphone not working. I'm pretty sure. I think I fixed it. I think it's all good. Um, if it's not, please let me know. Honestly, I could probably just check that right now before we get started in the most awesome stream you guys have ever seen. The comic book review of the century. Let's just see. Yep, it's working. It's working. I don't know how great it is, but it's working, guys. Okay, back to the stream manager. We got this up. Turn this. Make sure that's working all good. Make sure that's all awesome. Filters. Oh, you have no filters on here? Noise suppression. Lower CPU. Okay. That should be everything I need. Oh, let me know, guys, if the audio is kind of wonky or whatever. But this is the Vinyl Casket. This is my weekly freaking comic book review. So, let's turn the light a little bit like that. There we go. Even lighting. Okay. Let's get this all. Let's go. All right. So, what should we start with? All right. So, we got a bunch of books this week. This is the second week. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at this. This is the second week of Future States. Also, I should be ordering a new camera soon. Do the light box here and do a cooler review with you guys. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 books this week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that it's about 5 books from DC. But before we get into that, I wanted to show you guys a recent pickup, a great present that I received from my fiance. Boom! This is my first ever omnibus. Look at this thing. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Dude, this is crazy. This is literally insane. Like, all right, let's grab a normal book. This is a normal single issue. Look at that. I have a normal trade paperback. I have a deluxe hardcore on the floor over there that I'm reading, but I'm not gonna go get it. This is like a normal trade paperback. How many issues is this? 6 issues? This is like 6 issues? Dude, do you see this? I obviously haven't read it yet. I gotta read this at the table. I'll give you guys a nice. We'll take the dust jacket off. Give you guys my first overview of an omnibus. So this is obviously the new 52 run of Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is volume 1. It is. I know it says. You know what? Everything's in here. So this is stuff by James Tinian the fourth. Is the fourth, third, fourth? So it doesn't do the way I want it. It gives you issues 0 through 27 of Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue 16 of Teen Titans, Batman 17, the annual number 1, and includes Death of the Family crossover. That's awesome. That's literally, guys. That's so cool. Let me show you guys some really cool artwork. Like, everybody loves Starfire here. Like, the artwork on this run was always really freaking cool. Um, you get a ton of extras. The cover work is awesome. Like, you get the deluxe size freaking artwork. Like, look at this. This is a struggle just to hold up. Like, dude, I'm so excited about having this. Uh, so let's get this on without messing anything up. We're gonna have if you guys don't know, we're gonna have a nice stream tomorrow. I am off from work, so that means I can focus on having a nice long stream with you guys, way longer than I normally do on a Friday. All right, let's start off. What are we gonna start with? We'll start with Marvel. You know, that's been the mood. We'll start with Marvel. Um, we'll start with my least enjoyable read of the week, I think. And it wasn't even that bad, to be honest with you. I did not like issue number 1 of Sword. This is issue number 2 of Sword, and it's a direct. It doesn't say it on the cover, which it should, but it definitely ties in with King in Black. You can tell by how the Earth is covered with null stuff. There's symbiote dragons and everything. Basically, Cable gets overtaken. The team has to. They take in Mentalo. I think that's his name. And they go in with the team. They go to Earth. With Magneto, take on these dragons to save Krakoa. Krakoa is covered in snow because what was it? Because there's no sunlight and everything. The environment in Krakoa is completely changed. It's kind of crazy. And then at the end, in his hand, it turns out that freaking Null got Cable, which is insane. Um, you know, nothing really crazy. Oh, that's what happens in this issue that I really enjoyed is the stuff with Sunfire. So Sunfire basically gets his crap eaten by one of these symbiote dragons, and then freaking what's his name? Is it Fabian? Fabian Cortez? Is that his name? No. Cortez. Yeah. It's Fabian Cortez. Like, overpowers him, and you get this crazy freaking dude. I forgot how much I like Sunfire. He's like an OG X-Men. If you don't know, he's a really cool character. I give this book, I don't know. We're doing a much harder graded system now. That was a 5. That was 4.5, 5, easy. It was a good issue, definitely better than the first one. I still don't know what was going on in the first one, but this was definitely like a really good tie-in. It kind of set the mood. I did enjoy it. Okay, next issue is issue 17 of Marauders. So this cover is really cool. Callisto and Storm, and it fits the issue perfectly. It's basically there's 2 different stories going on in here. The first one is Callisto trying to get her powers back because obviously she doesn't have her powers because of M-Day, because of Scarlet Witch. So she wants to have Storm fight her in an armed combat so that she can be killed and then brought back together, um, the way she's supposed to, so she has her powers. Being a member of Marauders. You get some stuff with the other members of here so I can go like this. Okay. So you have like the other members of the Hellfire Club, her brother, and Sebastian Shaw's son. Um, Artwork was solid, nothing crazy. They show the whole thing that we did with Magneto with the island, with this giant sentinel head in this freaking big ass tower. Um, Kate Pride, no longer Kitty Pride, goes to Mandapore to thank the people that took care of Lockheed. Um, that was badass. Um, I love the way they use Silver Samurai on Krakoa as like this like judge executioner kind of guy. Um, this is cool when Storm punches Callisto in the heart and she dies from like having a heart attack because of that with a lightning punch. That was really cool. Um, and then that whole end thing where Kate Pride drops in on Verandy House, which was the villains throughout the earlier issues uh of Marauders. Um, and they give her an invitation to something. I'm thinking it's to that island, so they can settle this once and for all. This is definitely high. So if that was a 4, this is like a 5.5, a 6. Um, Good artwork. This one artwork was okay, but it felt like it was all over the place. This one had very solid artwork that really flowed and stayed together. Um, the writing was cool. The 2 stories happening at the same time were really cool. Or three stories happening at the same time. All felt like they melded together and meant and like belonged. I really like that. Um, yeah, I give it like a 5.5. Okay, so last Marvel book. I can't believe I finally got into this. Amazing Spider-Man 57. Um, let's talk about the cover to begin with. Awesome cover, nice Spidey cover. Um, really cool. Really did. I really like Bagley's artwork on the book as I'm trying to struggle to get it open. Um, I really, really like it. He's a great artist. I honestly didn't like everyone talks about him. I didn't realize how good he was. So this basically happens like at the same time, but also after and before last week's issue. It's very strange how um like I feel like last week's issue and this issue happened like in like alternating times. Like I don't know when what happened. So you get the spider group are now calling themselves the order. I don't understand why it's all like the female spider people and then just um Miles. Like where's I'm pretty sure they brought back Ben Riley a couple years ago, and I'm pretty sure wouldn't Kane still be alive? Like where are the Scarlet Spiders? Like what's going on? Like where are the clones at, bro? Don't ever disrespect the clones. Um Obviously this is also happening at the same time as King in Black, right? So why is this happening? And other books are like acknowledging it, but he's not. Um, Dude, you see a really aggressive, really dark Peter Parker in this book. Like the way that Spencer wrote him was something I'm not used to because I haven't read it in a while. Um, but like I haven't seen Peter get this dark in a really long time. So this is just like the start of him like getting in his face and yelling at him. Um, you get the whole order thing, really cool scene. I really wish there's some characters that I wish would enter that aren't. Um, um, there it is. So, first off, coloring is amazing on this. Um, and Peter really beats the crap out of Norman Osborn. He doesn't want to be involved in him and his son's drama anymore. He's had enough. Like, you know, Harry was his best friend, but like really wasn't his best friend at sometimes. He only cared about himself. He's really given up on this whole thing. Like he's done with it. He's done with the goblins. He's done with Norman. He's done with Harry. He's done with it. And this is really it. Like he jumps out that window, he beats the crap out of him and says, "Stay away from Mary Jane." Um, this really creepy like smile of freaking what's his name? Um, it starts with a K. It's there's like narration from Harry, but Harry's name in this is Kindred. Harry Osborn is Kindred, and um he's narrating like a lot of this book, which is very strange. And then you get this like scene in like the morgue, and that someone's missing, and then all of a sudden, she tries to call Mary Jane and leave a message, and bada bing, bada boom, there we go, bros. Um, dude, really dark Peter Parker in this. I really like it. Like I didn't think as I was reading, I was like, wow, this is really dark. This doesn't seem like Peter Parker, like from this era, but like I really like it. I really enjoy how he was written. Um, in my opinion, this is a 7. This book is a 7. Strong 7, maybe even an 8. Um, if you haven't noticed, this is a Psylocke inspired shirt by Unknown Comics. You can definitely check them out. They sell variants, virgins, all sorts of stuff. They have clothing like this. They have really cool, like unique comic related clothing. Like this is like Psylocke's like psychic butterfly thing, and then the katana. Really cool. I'm all hyped about this shirt. All right, guys, let's move on to what is the first Future State book, dude. Last week, like I reviewed it. I think I gave them pretty good, you know, rankings throughout, except for Flash. Future State this week blew away last week. Like last week was the first week, and you thought it would be coming strong. It was like lukewarm. This week is really cool. Every book I really enjoyed. I don't know where to start. Um, because the timelines are all over the place. You know what? I'm gonna do these two at the end, and then we'll start with Robin Eternal. Okay, issue 1 of Robin Eternal, obviously, because it's a future state. Everything here is in issue 1 right now. Um, this cover though is like a realism cover. It happens in the same like time period. I think it's a little bit later on than the Batman book last week. But the magistrate is still a thing. It's a little later on. Um, he says that like uh, Red Hood betrayed them and Nightwing's in Arkham. Um, but in Damien, they don't tell you where Damien is. But this is none other than the one, the goddamn only Tim mother freaking Drake. Yo, I've been complaining that for weeks, for months, for days, that Tim Drake has not been getting the spotlight that he deserves. And you know what? This whole book is Tim Drake. Um, Artwork internally is really good. There's these monsters that they're trying to upgrade. What are they called? Um, Cybers. They're called Cybers, and these Cybers are going to get an upgrade that's going to stop them from being like destroyed or dying or whatever. It's basically they have like um the Lazarus pit. They took something from the Lazarus pits, and they're going to use it to make these cybernetic robots like unstoppable, which is crazy. Um Tim here is really well drawn. Everything of dude, it's awesome. The costume is awesome. I love that he's Robin in this. Um, Stephanie Brown comes out as freaking spoiler. Um, like out of retirement, she's wearing an eye patch. It's really freaking cool. Um, Story here was really good. The writing was really good. Um, the paneling, the everything was cool about this. Um, I like these angular panels. How the two different pages are opposed to each other. I think that's really cool. Um, he goes and gets someone from the We Are Robin story arc to help him. That was really cool. Um, you know, they get trapped and ganged up on. And Spoiler shows up to help. Um, and he gets thrown into this into the Lazarus pit stuff, and that's how like the book ends. This I would love a poster of this. This would be awesome. Um, what does it say? Robin Reborn. I hope he gets like super freaking strong. Yo, this book. I don't want to throw it too high. That last book was really good. The Spider-Man book was a 7. This is an 8. Oh no, it's gonna set the whole. This one's a 7.5. But Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 57 was a 6, a 6.5. This is a solid 7. Um, Artwork is easily an 8. I enjoy these books way too much, and then I want to give them these high ratings. I just can't do it. Like you gotta get, I gotta be strict, guys. Anyone who's tuning in or watching the VOD afterwards, because I forgot to plug everything, please go on Instagram and follow my record collection Instagram. I got some new records I'm going to be posting soon. I just took the pictures in the light box. Um, that's also where I put all the updates for this channel. I also have the Vinyl Casket Comics Instagram, which is where I post my weekly polls, my backlog, all sorts of 80s and 90s stuff, trade paperbacks, everything I have. Um, you can also follow, follow the Twitch account for 1 month later, which is a Twitch podcast that follows me and my friends in our uh, virtual book club 1 month later. It's going to be we're 2-ish episodes in. Last Saturday, I had a bunch of technical difficulties. It was a pain in the butt, but um, for now on, it's probably going to be the second Saturday of every month. We're going to have a meetup at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, this Saturday, though, we're going to have a special one about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where we're going to do a group discussion review of the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, which come out tomorrow. Very excited about that. Very excited I'm off. So before the stream, I'm probably going to watch Burpin, watch that, and I'll be able to talk with the guys about the review. And it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it. Let me just make sure. All right, all right, so I'm going to respond to this awesome guy in the chat. Thank you, or person. I don't know where you are. Awesome person in the chat. Thank you for commenting. Um, so if you like Marvel and DC, you probably watch the movies. Things I would suggest. Honestly, if you have certain characters you like, always go and see if they have an ongoing. Um, Like if you go to your local shop, you can always go to uh there's a website called Comic Book Locator. You type it in, it'll take you to the website. It'll show your local registered comic book shop. You can also go to like Barnes and Noble and pick up trade paperbacks. Um, Trade paperbacks are about like 5 or 6 issues. So like right now we just start the DC universe just started like anew with Future State, and then that's gonna end, and it's gonna be Infinite Frontier. But you could go back and reread. They make it easy. I feel like because like in the last like 10 years, you have like all these storylines that are collected in specific ways. So you know, like I just got this omnibus. This is like the expensive way to do it. An omnibus collects an entire run or a storyline. So this is like the New 52 era Red Hood, but you also have the Rebirth era Red Hood, which happened afterwards. Like this is Rebirth. So like you'll be able to do it that way. But like I suggest for specific comics, um, uh, the ongoing Batman title, written by James Tinian the Fourth, is a really good comic to pick up. Highly suggest that. I think that's a great book that anyone can get into. Same with like The Flash is a really good book that anyone can get into right now. You could pick up the last couple trades that Williams did. It was really good. Um, the current run on Nightwing is really good. Uh, a lot of things are going to change when we finish Future State at the end of February, but a lot of these like Batman's going to still be really cool. Definitely like pick up the trade that just came out for Joker War. You'll love it. um Three Jokers. There's a 3 issue series that just came out. That's really cool and has nothing to do with the current universe. On the Marvel side of things, I only really read the X-Men books and now Venom and Amazing Spider-Man. And there's a Venom event that's going on throughout all the Marvel comics. But I really suggest if you want to get into something and you don't own any comic books and you haven't yet, go to Barnes and Noble. Go through their trade paperback collection. Grab a couple of trades. They're like, what do trades go for now? Um, they go for like between $10 and $15. Um, you pick up a trade, you get a nice peek into that universe, that book, that run. You get like 5 or 6 issues, like I said, and if you like it, yeah, yeah, of course. Like if you have anything, you can always whisper me on here. You can follow my Instagram at Vinyl Casket Comics. I always post old 90 books or 80s books. I got all sorts of early 2000s stuff and all ongoing stuff. Um I'm in a we do a like I was just saying, I don't know if you're in the chat when I said it before, but 1 month later, it's also a Twitch account and it's also on this channel. But every second Saturday of the month, me and these guys, we have a virtual book club um where we read Batman, Amazing Spider-Man, The Flash, and ongoing a couple independent books and these ongoing events. And we discuss it. There's like 6 or 7 of us. We have discussions on Saturdays, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, uh, every second Saturday of the month. This Saturday we're actually doing a review on the WandaVision show, first 2 episodes, which come out tomorrow. You can reach out to any of the guys in there. You can watch the VODs on the channel. Any of these guys, they'll be super super. They have like we all have different interests, so they're gonna suggest things that I wouldn't even think of. They're all really great guys. uh Check out my Vinyl Casket comics Instagram. You'll see posts with them all the time and stories with them. um and learn and see a lot of stuff that's gonna make you. But highly suggest Marvel wise, um the X-Men book, the main X-Men title is really good, and X Factor and New Mutants are really good books to jump into that are currently. Amazing Spider-Man's a really cool run to get into right now, and Venom. But also, I highly suggest going to like a bookstore or your local comic book shop and picking up trade paperbacks because you get a you get in there, you start your collection, you read up, and then you can catch up easier. They also have a thing called deluxe hardcovers. Um, I have one down there. It's too far for me to grab, but they're thicker. They collect 10 issues, uh, between like 10 and 20 issues, or less than that, 10, 15 issues. Um, and they usually collect like a simplified story run. Those are really cool. Like a mini series. Um, definitely that's the easiest way. Is collected editions are the easiest way to get into comics, but single issues are the most fun. Make sure I don't lose that. Okay, so let's get into the next issue. We've already talked about 3 Marvel books. Um, issue 2 of Sword, which is a space government agency for the X-Men. Issue 17 of Marauders, which Storm and a bunch of people. Actually, there's like 3 different stories in there, so I'm not gonna get into that again. And then Amazing Spider-Man, where he basically beats the crap out of Norman Osborn for being a pain in the butt. And then we did one future state so far, which is Robin Eternal, which is Tim Drake being a badass. So let's get into issue 1 of Kara Zor-El Superwoman. So, first off, the cover artwork and the artwork throughout this entire book was amazing. Um, definitely different. Um, definitely a very, very different thing that I didn't expect. Kylo Ren. Why did I just realize what your name is? What your username is? That's really cool. um. So basically, this one takes place way after um Superman of Metropolis from last week. This is after, I guess, because in that book she was still Supergirl, so now she's Superwoman. She saved a bunch of people, and then they live all these like people that outcasts live on the moon with her, which is you know, and really solid artwork. Really dig it. Um, does it, she's like so it starts off with her visiting the grave for Crypto the super dog, and the whole story like the thought bubbles of her head or her like talking um to Crypto. Uh, who does the cover? Paulina. I can't say that. Ganuccia. I don't know, but a phenomenal cover. The art is by Margaret Savage. Um, Oh wow, the writer and the artist have the same first name. That's cool. Margaret Bennett and Margaret Savage. That's cool. Um, but basically, this alien spaceship crashes and hits the glass shield that's protecting the moon. Um, and you get this weird creature person that the storyline is going to reflect. Really, really, really clean cut, smooth artwork. I really do dig this. This artist, I don't think I've ever gotten a book with them on it. Um, but no, dude, this is a book I suggest you pick up if you don't need to know anything about the character, anything about the book. If you watch a couple episodes of the show, that's enough to understand the the characterization of Kara. Um, dude, artwork on here is phenomenal. The story was really interesting. It was amusing. It was enjoyable. Um, the coloring on here is awesome. Like, it's just a really well done, well constructed book. I only gave Robin a 7 because I want to give this. I like at one point she's like speaking in like emojis. Like I've never seen that done before. Um, and you see the people of the moon do not like this creature, this alien. They're like giving her a hard time. Uh, and then I guess her aunt shows up as like this beast dragon and causes some problems. Um, and she does the whole crypto thing and the John Kent thing, and then this is the ending panel, which is phenomenal, phenomenal, dude. This book, 100% is an 8, a solid 8. The art is amazing. The story is enjoyable. I don't know how influential or important the storyline is gonna be, but I really enjoyed reading this entire book. I crushed it last night. This Kara Zor-El Superwoman is phenomenal. Is a phenomenal book. The artwork is incredible. Whatever this artist is on from now on, I'm definitely gonna look into it because it's really well done. Okay. Let me let me
It's weird to talk about creativity because
give you a follow. Okay. Oh, my boy is hosting me. That's awesome. Okay. So let's go back to that. Okay. So we did that. Next one up. All right, we only got 3 left. Is issue 1 of the Justice League title. So this is gonna happen. This title. The weird thing is all these different stories are happening at different times. Um, but like all the Bat books kind of involve like the Magistrate and like except for Teen Titans. Teen Titans has nothing to do with Magistrate. I don't think, at least. Um, and so far, the 2 books we looked at have only been single stories. So this is going to be the first book with another story. It includes a Justice League Dark story, which at first, reading it today is the second to last book I read. I didn't know how I felt about it, but now that I'm processing it, it is pretty enjoyable and different. So Magistrate is not mentioned in this book. It's mentioned that the next Batman, has saved Gotham. So obviously, this happens after the next Batman storyline. It happens after the Dark Detective storyline. And I am assuming it happens. It definitely happens after Robin Eternal. And I don't know. Next week, I think Nightwing comes out, so we don't know how Nightwing's gonna fall into this. Um, but definitely, I'm assuming Nightwing is gonna be during Magistrate. So this book happens after the Magistrate. It happens after the whole Superman of Metropolis put Metropolis in a glass dome. Um, and I haven't read the Wonder Woman book. Obviously, I don't know what's going on with the non-binary Flash and the son of the King and Queen of Atlantis. The daughter of King and Queen of Atlantis. I don't know what's going on with all that. But um and you have Far Sector. You have the Green Lantern from Far Sector, which is an ongoing book which is published by it's DC, but it's Young Animals, which is a sub brand that I think was created by Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance, which is really cool that a character that he helped create basically is in this book. So issue 1 of Justice League, thicker book. Um, Artwork is really good. Basically, it skips a bunch of stuff and just gives you some background. It says, they came together to say when the multiverse needed saving, crisis after crisis, they teamed up to meet every challenge. For years, no matter the danger, they have proven themselves up to the task. Their victories are many as a team or alone. Um, and it gives you this really great thing where it breaks down each character a little bit with the photos and stuff. Um, and then it turns out it's Tio Moro and Ivo with their new Legion of Doom. Um, and basically you find out that like because of things that went wrong in the original Justice League, that these people decided to they established rules. So this new Justice League, was smaller, more refined, didn't include or allow too many members. They don't know each other's. They're not supposed to know each other's secret identities. They're not supposed to mingle outside of business. They're supposed to come together only to save the day, and then they go apart because the original Justice League, I guess, got betrayed. Um, this Legion of Doom wants to lure them into the old Hall of Justice, which got locked down, and they have this plan, and they end up getting killed. But before they get killed, it was a cool team. I was excited. It was Despera, which is the daughter of Despero, Amazek, which I guess is like a version of Amazo, Cobalt Blue, the Screeching Owl, which was a cool looking character. It looked like it was a hybrid between. Let's unplug this for a second. A hybrid between Bane and the Court of Owls guys, Talon, the Flood, which seems like an Aqua person villain, and Ultraviolet Lantern. Apparently, in the Far Sector, Green Lantern united all the corps together. So you have this plan to defeat, the Justice League. Well, Justice League shows up and they're all dead. Okay, so then John Kent has it's a problem trying to figure it out, trying to are the rules appropriate? Do we need the rules? Should we follow the rules? Should we break the rules? Then you find out that Flash and is she Aquawoman? She's Aquawoman, right? Aquawoman are having a relationship and they're not supposed to at the lighthouse. And then these versions of Superman and Wonder Woman show up, and a version of Superman also shows up where Green Lantern is, and they're on the comms because she figured out what went down. And then there's these people pretending to be the Justice League, and then you find out there are a bunch of white Martians. They are, what is it? The Hyper Clan. Very interesting. I don't know much about this, but then you go into the Justice League Dark story, which involves Detective Chimp and John Constantine and Zatanna, Ragman, Dr. Fate's in there in the end. Also, there it is. Detective Chimp is the carrier for Etrigan. I don't know what happened to Jason Blood. We'll find out what happened to Jason Blood, but he goes, "Gone, gone the simian, rise the demon Etrigan." So cool. They find a dead angel, like an actual angel that's been burnt alive. Um, they go and they find uh Rory Reagan, which is Ragman. Um, apparently there's a cloaking device that's set up, a cloaking spell by Constantine, and he has to put the Ragman costume back on, and Etrigan gives him a bunch of souls. This panel is awesome. Dude, yo, the way dead ass right now. Let me get real as frick right now. The way that they drew, I got rid of it. Ragman is incredible. I thoroughly enjoy this. Very much love the way they drew Ragman. I think he is so cool. All the artwork here is cool in this Justice League Dark story. You find out this old man that you're listening to all the whole time who's telling the feature through his coffee can. You find out that he is Dr. Fate. And Etrigan's the only one to get rid they can expose him, and you're gonna get some cool stuff. Because Merlin turned on them and he has his hunters hunting down anyone with magic and destroying the world. And Dr. Fate's ready for it. Etrigan's ready for it. John Constantine, solid dark Justice League Dark team. This book with those two good stories. Last week the books put in the main story plus two other stories, and it just wasn't, that great. This main story was pretty good. I'm excited to see where it goes. The Justice League Dark story was really freaking good. I believe that this is my first 8, right? My first 8 of the day. I think that said 7. Maybe the other one was 8. But this is 8.5 of that. Solid 8. Solid 8.5. Awesome book. Awesome stories. Really love the character designs. Really love the artwork. All the writers on here did a really good job. Okay. Last 2 books. So if you saw my Instagram post before this, one book got pick of the week, one book got cover of the week. We'll do Teen Titans first. Okay, so this is Future State issue 1 Teen Titans. First off, the cover is awesome. Um, Crusher and freaking this costume that Nightwing's wearing is awesome. A lot of flashbacks in this. Really, really interesting story. This is without a doubt my pick of the week. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. This is my pick of the week. This book is great. I know a lot of people are fans of Teen Titans because of the shows, the Titans show, the animated shows, the movies, anything. This book is the best Future State book I have read yet. And this week has been great, full of awesome ones. Just give me a second. The group chat. Thanks, guy. The guys are talking about me being on Twitch. Those are my boys, dude. I'm so happy I found these guys. It's so great to have guys people you could talk to about your interests. Like, we all like to talk about the comics, but not just the comics, because we know so much about it. That's why the show, 1 month later, on Twitch, follow it, watch it on my channel, watch it on his channel, watch it on YouTube. It's so good. It's so much fun because it's a bunch of different guys with a bunch of different tastes, with a bunch of different backgrounds in comics, in life, discussing things from so many different viewpoints and angles, from all over, different countries, all over the US. It's just really interesting. And like, not just that, we discuss movies and TV, and we have all these different backgrounds and interests and knowledge. It's just a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I really do. We are. We really are. And I've already plugged it a bunch of times, but we're gonna try to do every second Saturday of the month, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, uh, on Twitch. We do our normal 1 month later. We have a bunch of other surprise that will be rolling out soon for you guys. We're gonna be doing um reviews, Saturday reviews of the WandaVision show, and there's a bunch of other things coming out, a bunch of things in the works. Um, as we establish and we tune up the kicks and we try things out, I will tell you guys when things are coming, when we establish schedules and timelines for everything. It's a lot of fun, and it's hopefully you guys enjoy it and you guys get the enjoyment of us talking as much as we do. And always, always, even on my streams, on my gameplay streams, on these streams, the the podcast, guys, chime in the chat. Like, I appreciate it. I really do. I I'm willing to talk to you guys about anything you want. We will all talk to you. If you have something you want to bring up, we will stop and we will talk to you about it. We will stop everything we're talking about and we'll educate, we will talk, we will answer questions, anything you want. All right. So, Teen Titans, let's get into it. Okay? So, we start off with a destroyed Teen Titans tower which is located in New York, New York. So, I'm assuming this is on the Hudson. Awesome. You got that Ruins title there. You get this Nightwing, which is this grown up Nightwing, adult Nightwing, wearing this like OG like Nightwing costume, like with the dark navy blue and the gold with the lines in it. It's awesome. You get, is it Kimiko? What's her name? Emiko. 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 Um, which I guess is Speedy in this. uh, with a flash tattoo, hovering over Wally West's grave, which I'm assuming this is Wallace West, not Wally West. Um, but they're going through the wreckage. Really clean artwork here. Sindalva. Woo! And then you get this flashback of like the Titans having a party in the tower in like his traditional costume, and that someone gave him the Red X mask. So now I'm assuming the whole Red X thing that he did to prove a point against Slade is now canon. Like that, it was an animated only thing. I don't think it was ever in the comics, and now it's canon in the comics. In after Death Metal, the TV show I guess is canon. Very interesting. I'm very surprised they did it that way. The dialogue between all the characters is really cool. Um, they show more, you know, that that Beast, Beast Boy, and Cyborg have been fused into one person with two different minds. Um, and that he's hurt and whatever, and they find the H dial from Dial H, um, and then they have flashbacks of Cyborg coming back from the Justice League to help teach these Titans a class, like teamwork with Beast Boy. That was really cool. Um, this side of Nightwing not getting away along with Starfire is really cool. Ooh. And the characters in this new Teen Titans, in the future one, they gotta go after Shazam's field team. So it is Brat Girl, Gorilla Greg, Totally Tubular, Jakeem, Johnny, and Chupacabra. What the frick? Like, just this lineup is so cool. I don't know who the heck Brat Girl is, but there's a bat on her chest. Why isn't she Batgirl? Why is she Brat Girl? She's Brat Girl. Like, what? What is Brat Girl? Um, Phenomenal, guys. Phenomenal. This Chupacabra guy looks like Man Bat, but white. Like a humanoid Man Bat. You get, so I'm assuming whoever Red X is betrayed the Titans. Um, and uh Raven's trying to do scenarios of what she has to do to beat this darkness. And she's doing like drills, simulations with this guy, and this guy's like not helping her, but not helping her. Um, Artwork here is phenomenal. Coloring is really good. Characterization, the way they develop each character, there's a lot of them, is really solid. So then you get some action with Beast, which is really cool. You get to see the different speech bubbles to separate who's talking when. And this goes down. So now you have Bunker from New 52 Teen Titans, which is strange, with Crusher from current Teen Titans. Like, what? Awesome, awesome, awesome panel. Then you get the flashback of what was going on with like the whole event with Red X betraying the Teen Titans, some guy taking the mask and betraying him. And then you get this last panel, which I didn't see coming. Nightwing puts on the Deathstroke mask and frees Red X and goes for it. Bro, this book is a 9. This is a 9. This is a 9. This is a 9, guys. Pick up this book. Pick up this book. Everyone pick up this book. We're going to digitally read it for free, read it, whatever. This is awesome. I'm so excited to see what the next issue does. I'm so sad that these are like two and done issues. Like, I don't know how they're going to. There was so much like random information and tidbits hidden visually and like oh my god, this is a great book. I can't wait to see what the next issue finishes it up with. Dude, phenomenal, 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 flabtabulous. um I really do. I know like my grading scale is a little off, but I think that this book, the artwork is incredible. Like, it's really good artwork. The story is, you got some back and forth arguing between a Nightwing and Starfire, and how Starfire does not see him as the leader of the team anymore, has basically pushed him out. Um, you see the flashbacks that establish the Teen Titans at their height, and then the flashback of like what went wrong and like what could possibly really have gone wrong. You only get like a tidbit of information. You want to know what happened. You see everyone frantically trying to figure out like what the heck is going on. Um, you see the destroyed world and the interactions between everybody. Um, is just so well constructed and developed. It's well written, it's well paneled. Everything kind of like flows and is enriched. The whole time I was reading this book, I couldn't put it down. I was so excited. I read it twice. I don't have a lot of time to get these reviews out, and I read it twice. I got my books yesterday at noon, and I read it freaking twice. Awesome book. Awesome book. Um Storyline's really cool. Um a lot of characters that we can see a lot more from in the future. Um just the fact that Red X is a thing and that Nightwing put that Deathstroke mask on at the end and they fused freaking Cyborg and Beast Boy and Raven's like questioning herself and you got all these different characters. Oh, dude, I'm so hyped on it. So hyped on it. Okay. All right, last book of the day, the night, the timeline of life. Um is Dark Detective issue 1. So this gets my cover of the week. Besides the fact that they use a like neon font for like the font, like the title. Um it says 2 stories on it. It has the Grifter story and it has the Dark Detective story. This cover of Bruce Wayne covered in blood and stuff, sitting on a ledge in high tech Gotham, while you see Peacekeeper 1 in the background and him screaming at the sky, is awesome. Um, we got a bunch of people in this book. Let me find who does the art. All right, so Dan Mora did the art um for the internals of the Dark Knight story, of the Dark Detective story, and the cover. Um, and then the story is written by Mariko Tamaki. Uh, really good story. Um, Basically, we're in a world where magistrate. This is. I'm gonna assume it's gotta be at the same time as next Batman because you have Peacekeeper 1 running around. The magistrate's in charge. It's got to be before um Robin Eternal because you don't see any cybers. Um, but Batman and they say Batman's dead, Bruce Wayne's dead. No one's connected that they're the same person. Um, he's running around. He just got shot. He's being hunted down by this guy. He's at the bar and this girl is talking about Batman and bashing Bruce Wayne. Um, how he almost died and like how the world thinks he's dead. How Batman the whole story is basically saying that he's not Batman, he's not Bruce Wayne, he's something else. And basically he's the Dark Detective. Um how Peacekeeper 1 went out and did like a press conference. Um he's in like Times Square and his obituary is on like the big screen. Like this is a cool panel. Um There's a bunch of kids mugging people, and he jumps in and he beats the crap out of them. And then you get this really cool scene where he's running away. Whole time he's wearing the gear. He puts the cowl on, and he's freaking the Dark Detective, dude. Phenomenal. Um, really good. It's really interesting. Um, I'm excited to see where this story goes. I think this is one of the stories that has like 3 or 4 issues. Um, and it ends with funeral's over. He's over there clenching himself in an alley. All right, so the second story is No Future Past. It's a grifter story. It's about Cold Cash. Um, dude, solid Cold Cash story. And Luke Fox is in it too. And they're hunting them down because they were associated with vigilantes and wearing masks and stuff, and they're being hunted down because they did it. And Luke Fox kind of, doesn't want his dad to know that he's Batwing, and tells Grifter like, "You owe my family, you owe my dad because what he did." He's like, "Don't mention his name, don't mention him." Something went down after that book where Grifter's hired by Lucius. So, he does the whole wrist thing that he does, and he stabs a guy, and he's a badass. Because, Grifter is like DC's answer to. He's not a DC character, he was something else. But he's like Deadpool in the DC universe right now. People like to say that Deathstroke is like, character design wise, is like Deadpool, but um character wise, like emotionally, like the way they act, personality wise, it's Grifter. um so this is happening with Magistrate. So this is happening at the same time, or in the near distant future. I don't know how long the Magistrate happens, but clearly the next Batman is happening during it. Robin Eternal's happening during it. Dark Detective's happening during it. Um, the Grifter story is happening during it. I'm assuming. Sorry, guys. I'm assuming that Nightwing's gonna happen during it. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. Um, they do some crazy stuff. Grifter shoots a cop, and he's like, his thought was like, "This is not how I thought it was gonna go." So that's that. Let's plug. Oh, something's going on. We're dropping frames. Why are we dropping frames? There we go. We're good. We're good. Why did I drop 48 frames? I forget that. Okay. There we go. All right. So, um, yeah, the Grifter store is really cool. Um, it, they're trying to get out. He puts the Grifter mask on. I hope we get to see Luke Fox break out the Batwing costume. Um, he's being a badass here. and then you get Huntress is going to be in it. So we get to see a storyline with Grifter, Huntress, and Batwing kicking ass and escaping Gotham. I'm gonna be freaking hyped. This one, I said that Teen Titans was a 9. This one's like an 8, 7.5, 8. Everyone's gonna feel differently about it. I really enjoyed it though. So we'll do a slight recap, guys, for you. Batman Dark Detective issue 1. That was an 8. That was an 8. Um, Teen Titans is a 9. Justice League is a 6. Superwoman is a 7. No, 6.5. It's 6.5. Artwork is an 8 easily. Robin is a 6. Amazing Spider-Man is I'm gonna give it a 7. Marauders is a 6.5, and Sword is a 4. Okay. Obviously, I know I haven't reviewed it yet. Construction wise on this book, it's a phenomenal. All right, so we're gonna move the camera. We're gonna move the screen. I'm gonna do this over here. Move some shit around a little bit so you guys can see me. Kind of like my old setup. Boom. Should be able to get. All right. So we're going to hit this, and we're gonna do boom. And we're gonna hit this in the back slot. All right. So this is a website I use. A bunch of my friends now use it. It's called leagueofcomicgeeks.com. This is where I go through, I pick out what I want on my pull list, I put it there. It reminds me every, Tuesday night, what's coming out, so I remember to pick it up. Obviously, we'll go. Oh, what we got? Hey Jack, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you were following back in the day. Thank you for checking it out again. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this is the stuff we picked up this week. My shop did not get Seven Secrets yet because he's picking it up just for me. So I'll be getting this next week. You should be able to see the cursor. So this is everything we picked up. So next week we will be getting Batcat issue 2. Very excited for that. Artwork has been phenomenal on that first issue. We get Cable number 7. I like this cover. This cover is like a huge throwback. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's just a lot of grinding, a lot of love, a lot of passion. Uh, Final issue of Deceased, Dead Planet comes out next week. I forgot about this. Very excited. We all discussed in the podcast 1 month later that this book is awesome. I'm very sad it's coming to an end. Future State Catwoman, Future State Nightwing, Superman Worlds of War, issue 2. This is the first issue 2 of Future State, guys. Issue 2 of Next Batman. And that's it for the DC books. We're also going to get King in Black 3, which I have a special copy coming in. So I'm not sure if I'm going to pull that up. I might wait. These videos get posted on YouTube after I'm done. I actually have to go back and do a bunch of them that I forgot to do. But everything gets put on YouTube. My YouTube channel is linked in my Twitch bio. I'm pretty sure. I'm probably gonna drop Legion. Very excited about Once and Future. This looks like a cool issue of X416. I have a variant cover of this coming, so I might not pick it up when it comes out. So you might not get the review of this next week, guys. Yeah, it's a series. This is my Wednesday. This is my Thursday night comic book reviews. Every Thursday night, I go live, and I put it on YouTube afterwards. Oh, I haven't been up to date with that, but every Thursday night, its time varies because Wednesdays I pick up the books. That's when they come out. After work, I read as much as I can. The next day, I read on my lunch. I read when I get home, and as soon as I'm done, I take the photos in my Lightbox. I put them up on Instagram at Vile Casket Comics, and then I come up on here. So that's next week. Last week of January will be hiccuping like a monster. It is a lot of work. It really is. It's, I pick up like an average of you see on the screen all these books. I got to read all this stuff in like a day, basically, in like 24 hours. And I got to sleep, I got to work, I work a full-time job. It's a lot. I don't know how these comic reviewers on YouTube that do this religiously for years do it. I don't know how they do it. Like, you got a guy who will read this in a day. Like, how do you read this in a day? Look at this. There's 30 issues. But all right, what I want to talk about with this week, 2 weeks from now, this I have a variant of the Wolverine, which is that's a cool cover, but I got the variant coming. But Batman, the adventure continues. The final issue. This is a Christmas issue. It was supposed to come out the first week of January. It's now coming out the last week of January. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Jack. I don't understand why this book is coming out so late or what happened. Obviously, it was done. It had to have been done. It's been advertised for months. I don't know. But I do know that Amazing Spider-Man 58 looks really cool with a sick cover. Excalibur looks really good. Then you get the feature state. Well, this X-Men cover with Storm on it. Gonna be dope. I have a variant of this coming too with Rogue and Gambit on it. And then New Mutants, sick cover. Looks like their ride Warlock is a Pegasus. Dope. So we get three Future State books, which is the smallest week we'll get since Future State starts. Oh, at least for me. I gotta see what else is coming out. But Batman, Superman, Dark Detective, Suicide Squad. Fire. Okay, wait, did I miss a book? No. First week of February, second issue of Superman Metropolis. Second issue of Flash. third issue of the next Batman, and that's it. We're back to 3 for me. Hellions Marauders is a tie-in with King in Black. Man Bat issue 1, super excited. X Factor and Venom. Let's go to, where's the new comics app? New comics. So this shows you guys everything that came out today or this week. I didn't get Superman, Wonder Woman. I think that's the only Future State thing I didn't get. I heard this Thunderbolts title is really good. Okay. So, alright, so issue Immortal Wonder Woman comes out next week. I'm not picking that up. I'm picking up Shazam is coming out. I don't have that on my list. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Shazam. I might pick up Shazam after the fact. But Catwoman I'm picking up. Dude, a lot of cool stuff coming out. Catwoman, Superman, Nightwing, next Batman, Bad Cat, deceased. So Aquaman, I think I'm gonna add this to the list. I did not have it on the list. I think I'm gonna add it to the poll. Screw this Lex shit. I don't give a frick. I don't really care about Legion of Superheroes. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so this is issue 2 of Wonder Woman we're not getting. Oh, I didn't throw Harley Quinn in there. So issue 2 of Harley Quinn we'll get. We're getting these guys. Man Bat. Anything I'm missing, guys? Are we missing anything? We're not picking up Green Lantern. I heard Green Lantern wasn't good this week. So the review for this will come out on my freaking birthday for this week. Because the 18th is the day after the 17th, and that's my birthday. So let's go back here to my pull list. Let's go back to here. So this is the polls for my birthday week, guys. We have Batcat 3, Cable 8, Nightwing 2, Superman World of War 2. We have the next Batman 4, which is the last issue of the next Batman, the last issue of a lot of these books. Last Ronin 2 comes out the day before my birthday. Okay, so this is a fire book. that I'm really excited about. I was just thinking, where is this book? Why don't I see it anywhere? I'm gonna try to get some crazy variant. I'm gonna tell them, yo, it's coming out on my birthday. I need a variant, bro. Um, and the Marauders, that's a sick cover with Pyro and Iceman. House of L. I'm very excited for this. This New Mutants cover is sick. Is that Dark Beast? All right, so that's what we got going on. Let's move you guys back over to where we go now. All right, guys, let's put the holding image. It's 10 o'clock. I thought if I could get this review done quickly, I would end it. You know, go eat something, then come back and play some video games. I'm exhausted. This is double the length of what I thought it was gonna be. My plan is to go to sleep, but I'm off tomorrow, so I got to watch those 2 episodes, and then I'm gonna clean my car probably, and we will do a major stream. We're gonna stream for hours on hours, and now that the mic is working and everything's good, we're gonna have no problems. I never had the music running because I checked to see if the stream was working, never turned the music back on. Guys, I'm so stupid. Pre-ordered Gucci Highwater's brand new freaking record. Dude, I don't know when it's coming out, but it's gonna be lit. I'm gonna give you guys a nice. I showed you guys Constant Elevation, and I showed you guys the New York Hardcore collab. Let's see. Alright, so these are 2 new ones, guys. We got Joyce Manor. It's like a first EP or something, first album. Or like it was a bunch of old songs. And then this Denzel Curry Kenny Beats slap. So yeah, we'll probably tomorrow, guys. You can tune in. We'll probably play some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Also, probably gonna have that Final Fantasy remake, dude. I'm gonna play it soon. And God of War. I'm gonna play some more. I promise. I got 3 hype ass games I'm gonna be playing with you guys. So yeah, let one last plug. Please follow me on Instagram at Vinyl Casket. Follow me at Vinyl Casket Comics. Follow on Twitch, my channel, and the 1 month later channel. Also follow Manny Reads Comics and Talking Pop Culture. Dude, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys. Until next time, stay lame. We are the Vinyl Casket, home of the lamest tastes.